Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created this winged smoky eye look. It's been a while since I've done a little makeup video, so I thought I'd jazz it up a bit today and do something with my eyes. So I think this look is perfect for anybody who's maybe going for an unexpected night out after work for drinks or something spontaneous, and then just need a quick fix and something just to jazz their work look up. Don't need many products to do this. I've used some gel liner, some eyeshadows, and that's it really. I've also stuck on a couple of lashes just to help make the look a little bit fancier. But if you'd like to see how I created this eye look, then keep on watching. Okay, let's start off by priming our eyes. So I'm going to start with using Stila, the Perfecting Concealer. See that there? You don't have to use a concealer, you can use an actual primer, eye primer. You can get a lot of them from Urban Decay, do quite a few. My favourite one is by a brand called P. Louise. She's actually a makeup artist herself, somewhere down south. But I don't seem to have that one on me today, and I'm not actually sure where I've put it. I might have left it at work. I hope I have, because I can't find it. Applying concealer on your eyelid, or your primer. If you like to carve your brow out, you can. Just to sharpen it up a bit. I like to sharpen it up a little bit here, but not too much back here. That's just a preference thing. So you sort of pat that on. Sometimes I take it a little bit underneath as well, if you're going to smoke it out a little bit. So now for laying down the base shadow, I am going to be using my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. It's been well used. You don't have to use the same palette I'm using, you can just use a brown eyeshadow that you've got at home. Any sort of brown taupey eyeshadow will work. Now I'm going in with the lightest matte shade from that palette called Stark. Just going to lightly buff over my eyelid with that. And that'll just help set the concealer that you've popped down as well. And I use a mix of sort of patting motions and also little circular motions. I'm then going to take, God, I can't even say that, Anaheim. It's the ashy brown colour in that palette, next to Stark. Probably said that completely wrong. Again, same brush. Take that through the crease. And that's just to help build up a little shadow in the crease area, just to deepen the socket. And you can bring it up a little bit onto your brow bone as well if you want to help start creating that winged effect. But you just need to use light motions, you don't need to go in and swirl really hard. I'm just really using the tip of the brush and lightly, very slightly, just moving the brush back and forward. Being very gentle. Next I'm going to take Baby from the palette. It's a sort of bronzy shimmery colour. Just pat that on. Okay, so now to create the smoky wing effect, the best thing to start with is using an eyeshadow. I like to use like a dark brown eyeshadow on an angled brush like this. And it'll just help you map out where you want the wing liner to go. So from that same palette, I'm using the shade Punk. It's a deep chocolatey brown colour. And I'm just going to map out where I'm wanting the wing to be. So I'm going to start by taking it from underneath my lash line here. If you're not wanting to go straight in with your colours and smoke it out straight away, this will just guide you as to where your wing's gonna end and how thick you want it. Because I'm going to go back over with a black gel liner as well. I'm going to be using Illamasqua's Precision gel liner. It's just black gel liner, like this. I'm just taking it on a small, narrow brush, like this. And I'm going to start from the inner corner and create a more defined line here. And then we're going to smoke out this side here. And take your time with it. You just want to get this right into your lash roots, as close to the lash line as you possibly can. I'm not going to fill in the whole edge here. I'm then going to go back with my angled brush and take a bit of black out from the palette, and I'm going to fill in and smoke out a bit. I'm then going to go in, this is a slightly smaller fluffy brush that I've got here, and I'm actually going to go in with the deep brown colour again, which is called Punk. Tiniest wee bit on the end of your brush. I'm going to take the excess off on the back of my hand, and again just going to smoke out, and I'm going to smoke up and round. And underneath. I'm actually starting here without our wing is, and I'm actually flicking up the way and into the liner. So instead of going that way, I'm pulling it in towards my eye. It just helps diffuse that outer edge. I'm then going to go back in with my bigger fluffy brush again and just diffuse the two colours together. Now you've got that nice smoky effect. We're just going to try and redraw back in some of the liner to make it look like it's a bit more of a winged liner again. And again, switching between the little thin liner brush and your small fluffy brush. I'm going to go on my waterline. Now if you've got quite small eyes, you might not want to take this all the way along. I'm going to create more of a sharp line under here. Okay, so once you've connected up underneath through here, you're just going to tidy up a wee bit to sharpen off this line here a bit more. So using a damp cotton bud. I'm just going to go back in with that small fluffy brush and blend this out more. And you just want to use small flicking motions. With a bigger brush, I'm just going to buff out that line again on top. So now I've got a clean fluffy brush this time, and I'm just going to use that to help diffuse the edges at the top. Now, I didn't take this dark gel all the way around my lower lash line because I do have smaller eyes, so you don't want to coat, if you've got quite small eyes, you don't want to put too much black around your eye because it just makes them look even smaller. So I always do sort of like 3/4 of the way along, and then I'll leave this area open, and then when I highlight I just really brighten up around here instead. But if you've got bigger eyes and you do want them to look a bit smaller, feel free to take that black gel liner right along into the inner line here, and then you can buff it out a little bit more as well. If you still think this isn't buffed out enough, just whatever's left on your small fluffy brush, just go back in. And with light stroking movements, just diffuse it a bit. Or you can go back and use your cotton bud to do this too. I'm now going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara. So the mascara I'm going to be using is the number 7 Stay Perfect. Comes in the little gold tube. I do like this mascara because if I'm at work, I don't necessarily go back in and top up mascara throughout the day. I like it just to be there and be on, and I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to worry about transferring to the top of my eyelid or smudging underneath. But if you do like a mascara you like to top up with throughout the day, avoid buying this because you can't do that with this. So to finish off this eye look, I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlighter now, and I'm using the Tarte Exposed Highlight Amazonian Clay Highlighter. Well used. I do like this highlighter, it's lovely. I'm just taking a small fluffy brush, and you just want to pat it in the corner. Sometimes I will leave this stage until I have actually done all my concealing. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it interesting and full of wonderful information. And if you do have any comments or questions, please just leave them in the box bit below. Please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. There should be a little bell kicking about somewhere, and if you click that, it means that you'll get notifications of when we next post a video. But until the next video, keep practicing, give this look a go, and I will see you then.